Hey, thank everybody for coming here for my mom, Consuelo Castro. I am the third son, the fifth child. My name is, everybody knows me as Jimmy. My mom was anyways, my mom was everything that a rascal little boy like me could ever want. I did some bad things when I was a kid, and only a mother like Consuelo could love me unconditionally. I was a son of a gun. She used to ask me, "Why did you do that, Jimmy?" Maybe 1,000 times. I didn't do the traditional, I guess, things in life. I went to the military at 21 years old because I was getting into some stuff and as a young man, and I asked my mom, you know, "Mom, I think I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to try to change my life." And she said to me, "That's good, mijo, you know, this is not good for you over here." And that's the Los Alamitos where we grew up. Everything in my life, I called my mom. She never lied to me. She in my darkest days and hours, I would not reach to nobody but her. Nobody. She was my best friend. I gambled with her, and I went to garage sales with her as a kid. Here's a story for you. We were leaving Anna's house, me and my brother John and my mom, and we were driving down the street, and we saw this house. All the stuff was in the lawn, and all this stuff was in the driveway, and my mom said, "Oh, look, there's a garage sale." So we pulled up, and me and my little brother, we went out there and we started working out on the weights, and my mom was trying on some clothes, and this white guy came out and screamed, "What the hell are you doing? This is not a garage sale. We're just cleaning the garage." That's the kind of woman my mom was. You know? And then she said, "Well, I don't know. We didn't know." So my thing is I'll always remember my mom. You know, she's a very funny lady. She was my confidant. You know, I used to call her. I was in combat in Afghanistan, and I'm telling you, I was crying. I tried not to cry. I was scared. We were just getting bombed, and I got shot at the night before, and I called my mom, and I told her. She asked me, how is it, mijo? And I said, "Oh, it's okay," and I cried. And she didn't cry on the other end. She said, "You just do the things they tell you to do, Jimmy, and everything's gonna be okay." So, my thing is about my mother is, she's the most beautiful person in my life. You know, a boy and his mother is the first love. And for me, I'll forever, ever love my mother. You know, I like to think that my relationship was unique and dynamic because that's how she created it with me, without even trying. Just made me feel the special person, like no other person could. I seen her through a lot of problems in her life, and the last, let's just say the last 3 months, I went every day, and I saw her slowly slip away. And now I have a little piece in my heart for her to be in heaven, but I just have my memories, and those memories are the best things in my life. So I just, I really want to thank everybody here to come to see my mom. She's in heaven now. And I know one thing, I was sitting in my apartment and I kind of was getting a little meditation going. And I remembered her voice. And her voice told me, it's okay, Jimmy. So, I'm a wreck. I've been a wreck for a minute. My heart is heavy and it's pain. But I know that she's in a better place. Ever since that heart surgery she was never the same. She's been my confidant, like I said, in everything in my life. All the bad and the good. And she's the reason why I stand here today and I'm sober. That's the only reason. And my heart is with her. And I'm gonna miss my mom. And I know that she's in heaven. She's something special that nobody would ever take from my soul, that I will tell you right now. She's been through the most painful things in her life and she never complained. All she said is, oh brother, look what I got again. I can't explain the courage, the diligence, and the patience that my mother has. Is everything inside me that's good is from my mom, and I caused some problems in her life. I know I did, and she never turned me away. In Oregon, I was in my darkest times, and she called me up. She said, "You come down here to California, Jimmy, and you're gonna get better. Everything is gonna be okay." So my life, everything that I have in my heart and soul is from my mom. I'm in pain right now, but I know she would not want me to live in grief. She'll say, what for? Why would you want to do that, Jimmy? So I'm just gonna let the grief, this pain, do its natural way, and I'm gonna live my life the way she wanted me to live my life. Everybody, and Anna's correct, everybody that has met my mom, I don't know what it is she gives you that sense of love, no matter what, no matter who you are, what you did. And I'm gonna miss that from her. I have my memories and and I have my pain, but I also have love, and I'm not done yet. So I want to thank you guys, all my cousins and friends and my sisters and brothers. I just want you guys to know that I love you guys. I know that I'm not the easiest one to love, but Mom loved me.
Hello everyone, I'm Elaine. I'm Mama's third child. She had another daughter that she lost between my sister and myself, and I took the place of her second child. I am her youngest daughter. It's like Jimmy said, everything good about me is because of my mom. I was blessed to have 2 children, and she cared for my children while I was working and doing the things that I needed to do, and my children grew very close to my mom. And that has been a blessing for me and my strength, because she lives through them. And I can go on because I know that they are with her and she is with them, and I see that every day. And so if I appear to be strong, it's because I have her with me. I have her all the time. I call my mother every single day. Sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times. She'd say, Elaine, things are the same. I just called her because, as my brother said, she grew to be my friend. We haven't had Mama for a while. She was with us physically, but she wasn't with us anymore. But our God is a good God, because if we had lost her quickly, I don't think we could be as strong as we are. We needed to gradually lose her so that we were ready, because we weren't ready. Our father passed quickly, and it took us years. Still not over that. But Mama was different. She had to go slowly so that we could let her go slowly. I look around here and I see family that we've known for so many years, we grew up with. And it's such a comfort. It's a comfort to see everyone here. So I want to thank all of you. God bless all of you. My mom is in heaven with my cousin Jose and my daddy. And she could rest now. She's no longer suffering. She suffered a lot. So as much as I didn't want to let her go, it was time. She fought a good fight, but it was time. And I know she's in heaven and she's at peace. She's not suffering anymore. She was a wonderful woman and a wonderful grandmother and an amazing mother. So I thank her for my life, and I thank her for my children, because she lives on in all of us. Thank you, all of you, for coming.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to see my grandmother and to be here for my family. My name is Christina. I'm her granddaughter, Elisa's daughter. Nana impacted each and every one of us in this room, and not just in this room, but she impacted so many people outside of these walls, whether they are still living or if they passed on. She's impacted so many people. She was a beautiful woman, and she was a wonderful wife, a wonderful mother, a wonderful grandmother, a wonderful friend, a wonderful sister. She was just a beautiful person all around. And I love that I was able to grow up with her, and I tell everybody that she partially raised me, aside from my mom and my dad. And I was blessed that way, and I grew up with her, with my cousins, and I have so many memories. And kind of piggybacking off Michael with her garden, I have a memory about that beautiful garden in Enchanted Way, where she grew pomegranates. And I remember she would watch over me and Amanda, and I remember she would split it in half, and she would give both of us each one have to enjoy. And to this day, pomegranates are like one of my favorite fruits because I remember that. And I had so many like memories. Some really funny ones too, actually. So I remember when my grandmother picked up, or my grandmother was bringing me and Amanda to my house. And I don't know, me and Amanda were doing something. We were being silly and whatnot, and Nana was turning back towards us and yelling at us. I don't know what we were doing. And then all of a sudden we hear, "Ah, stop, stop." And so she slammed on her brakes, and she was like inches away from like running over a cop. And she was all flustered. And what happened was there was a tree that blocked the way, but oh my gosh, she almost was a cop killer. But yeah, she was so funny. She was so wonderful. She gave us so much comfort, and she shed so much light in all of our lives, and I could feel that. She was there when I was born, and I was there when she left. And when she left this earth, I could feel her spirit just all around the room and just come inside us. And now we walk away from here and she's not gone. She's gonna always be with us when we talk to each other, when we share memories with each other. So today is very hard because she's not going to be physically here, but please take comfort that she's going to always be here through each of us, through all of us. So I want us to take comfort in that. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi everybody, my name's Benny, or Vince, or as you guys know, they call me Cousin Benny. I'll just start from the beginning. I remember when I first met Auntie Conchi, I was a little 5-6-year-old, and it wasn't such a good start. It was funny because, I mean, looking back at it now, I understand, but back then, I was there every summer, every weekend, and as a little kid, we'd do things, me and my cousins, and she'd always come after me and say, "Hey, is that you? You're the one that do the mess, you did this, you did that." You know, and I remember one time one of her daughters, I think Lisa, called her on it and said, she said, "Benny, is that you that caca in the bathroom? He's so steady." And I said, "No." And then Lisa said, "Mom, why, whenever anything's wrong, you go blaming Benny?" And come to find out, when I went over to see what crap she was talking about, I was like, "Sorry, Jimmy," but it was a humongous turd the size of a submarine, and that's Jimmy's trademark. So, I mean, and like from that day, she sort of backed off, and I mean, I understand, because when I came, I was like this little spoiled brat. My Uncle Jacob would just holler for me, come here, and I understood, even at a young age. Sometimes when he would call me, I wouldn't go running to him, because, you know, I look at my aunt, I'd rather go straight to my aunt first, please her first, because protecting me is easy, you know. But, I mean, I always remember her, even things were bad, she's always laughing. She makes light of things by cracking a joke or whatever, but you could always hear her laugh. And I could remember it like yesterday, the way she laughs. But I think the most important thing that I got out of knowing her was that she made me feel good about myself. Because when I was little, you know, she didn't confide in me or anything. I was just a little brat. But as I got older, a teenager, she started to confide in me. When I would get together with my cousins for the weekend, she'd come and pull me aside and say, "No drinking, no drinking. I know Johnny and Jimmy, they're gonna drink." And she'll say, "No fighting, no fighting. That's your job." And the night wouldn't go by, there's a fight. Either John or Jimmy, their classmates, my classmates. But then we'd come back and we had a little event the night before. The next morning, she would ask me, "What happened last night?" And I look at her and go, "How the heck does she know?" And I tell her, "Nothing." And I felt bad by lying to her, but as I got older, she continued to do that. Like, kind of put pressure on me, make sure John, Jimmy, what we do, we stay out of trouble. And even then, as a teenager, I started to understand. I said, "Oh, look, she's making me feel good about myself because she's confiding in me to try and keep her two boys from killing each other, or all three of us killing each other." That's when I got the word that she passed, I felt those were the memories. I remember her making me feel good, making me feel like, I mean something. Because even now, I've had my ups and my downs. I'm sort of in between. But when I heard of her passing, I felt good. I felt good because I know she'd be saying to me, "You'll get out of this. You'll pull out. Just hang in there." Just the way, like, she never gave up on my cousins. They could do the rottenest things, but she's there, hugging and kissing them in the morning, laughing and playing, and laughing it off. But I remember I never told her that I didn't do what she said, because my cousins, they got their own minds. But somehow she'd find out, and she wouldn't rag me about it. But every time I came back, first thing she'd say is, "You watched him. You watched him. I watching you. You watched them." So, that's just something I want to share with you guys. I love Auntie Conchi. I'm gonna miss her, but I'm happy where she's at. She's no longer suffering. And you guys, her kids, you guys did the greatest thing. You guys were all there when she passed. We could all only hope that when it's our time, we have that. We have all our kids, everyone that means something. So, I think no more tear jerking. Let's just celebrate her new life, because that's what she would want. And I can hear her now laughing. I can hear it like yesterday. So, thank you.
Good evening. My name is Carol, and I'm with the White Wing Ceremony Company, and I'm very honored to have the family's invitation to join you to present the releasing of doves as part of your special tribute of a farewell to Consuelo, a woman of many names: Conchi, Nana, Tia, Mama. As we step out into the garden to the west of the chapel, I will share a single dove with the most immediate family, giving you an opportunity to place your final message of farewell for Consuelo upon her wings. And as that dove rises from one of your hands this evening, it will represent an expression of faith on behalf of the family, that we willingly release and surrender Consuelo to make that glorious journey to the embrace of her Lord and Savior. Now, as that dove rises, she starts on the journey all alone, but then she's going to be joined in the sky by a 20-dove escort. Those 20 doves, of course, represent love and affection of family. Now, somewhere way off in the distance, beyond the buildings and the trees, that single dove is going to recognize that family following behind her and make a great effort to circle all the way back and reunite with them. They do this to remind us that we all share a common hope of celebrating that wonderful time of reunion with our loved ones once again. You look forward to seeing Consuelo again at that time. The family chose a very beautiful poem. It's called Miss Me, But Let Me Go. And they may have chosen this because the thoughts might reiterate what Consuelo might want to say to you today. When I come to the end of the road and the sun has set for me, I want no rights in a gloom-filled room. Why cry for a soul set free? Miss me a little, but not too long, and not with your heads bowed low. Remember the love that we once shared. Miss me, but let me go. For this is a journey that we all must take, and each must go alone. But it's all a part of God's plan to step on the road to home. So when you are lonely and sick of heart, go to the family we know, and bury your sorrow in doing good deeds. Miss me, but let me go. We are going to exit the memorial chapel. We're going to make our next song.
We're good. Good.
When I think back on these times and the dreams we left behind, I'll be glad 'cause I was blessed to get to have you in my life. When I look back on these days, I look and see your face. You were right there for me. In my dreams I'll always see you soar above the sky. In my heart there'll always be a place for you for all my life. I'll keep a part of you with me, and everywhere I am there you'll be. And everywhere I am there you'll be. Will you show me how it feels to feel the sky within my reach? And I always will remember all the strength you gave to me. Your love made me make it through